BTS's youngest member, Jungkook, is subtly making his stance known regarding what fans are calling a serious misstep by HYBE. The controversy surrounds HYBE's recent decision to promote a theater screening of BTS's MOTS, an online concert from 5 years ago on the same date as Jin's much-anticipated solo tour concert in Japan, part of his #Seokjin_EP tour. According to fans, the announcement for the MOTS screening was made before any significant promotion for Jin's solo concert. As a result, many fans purchased tickets for the screening, unaware that Jin's live concert and viewing would occur on the same day. The overlap has led to confusion and growing frustration in the fan community. While Jungkook did not issue a direct statement, fans and analysts noted his recent activity on Weverse and other platforms, including liking posts about Jin's concert and resharing a fan-made promotional poster with the #Seokjin. This move, though subtle, is seen by many as a quiet show of support and a form of indirect critique. This isn't the first time HYBE has faced criticism for its handling of solo projects by BTS members, but the current situation is being closely watched due to the timing and the involvement of their oldest member, Jin, who only recently returned from military service. Jin's solo tour marks his first major appearance post-enlistment, making proper promotion especially crucial. Jungkook's quiet but clear engagement with Jin's tour content stands in contrast to the company's delayed promotional push. Analysts suggest that this reflects growing internal tension between BTS members' personal standards and the corporate decisions made by HYBE. If this dynamic continues, HYBE may face increased pressure to reevaluate how it manages promotional schedules, particularly when it involves overlapping content that divides fan attention. For now, Jungkook's actions may not be loud, but they're being heard. Fans and industry observers alike see Jungkook's behavior as calculated rather than coincidental. His decision to amplify Jin's tour at a time when HYBE remained notably silent speaks volumes. In an ecosystem where every post, like, and share is scrutinized, Jungkook's move is interpreted as a conscious stand, not just as a brother, but as a fellow artist who understands the importance of timing, visibility, and respect in the solo careers of BTS members. This situation also highlights a broader concern within the BTS fandom, a perceived lack of equal treatment in solo promotions. While some members have received coordinated global marketing campaigns, physical billboards, and real-time content updates from HYBE, Jin's tour, arguably one of the most significant BTS-related events post-military, was announced and promoted with minimal lead time. The timing of the MOTS screening promotion, which clashed with Jin's concert date, only intensified the perception of poor planning or worse, deliberate undermining. A recurring sentiment among fans is that BTS has often taken it upon themselves to support each other in the absence of strong agency action. Jungkook's silent promotion of Jin's tour seems to reinforce that tradition. Analysts note that such peer support within the group has been a key part of BTS's appeal since the beginning, and this latest show of unity could pressure HYBE to reconsider its communication and planning strategies. Jungkook's actions also reveal a growing awareness among BTS members of their own branding power. As individuals with massive influence, their personal platforms can drive fan engagement just as much, if not more, than official promotions. In this case, Jungkook's subtle endorsement brought renewed attention to Jin's tour dates and helped fans refocus on the live event amid the confusion. As Jin's #Seokjin_EP tour kicks off, the conversation around HYBE's promotional decisions continues to evolve. Whether or not the company publicly addresses the backlash, the underlying message has been made clear. The members of BTS are not just passive recipients of agency plans, they are active participants, and in some cases, vocal critics. And if Jungkook's quiet resistance is anything to go by, fans can expect BTS to keep holding the company accountable, even if it's through a simple post, a hashtag, or a shared moment of solidarity. This situation also brings attention to a shifting dynamic within the K-pop industry, where artists, especially those as established as BTS members, are no longer entirely reliant on their agencies to communicate with fans or manage their public image. Jungkook's actions exemplify this autonomy. With over 80 million followers across platforms, his subtle nods and public behavior carry more influence than many official press releases. In fact, some analysts believe that Jungkook's indirect defense of Jin may be part of a larger trend where BTS members increasingly use their platforms to shape narratives around their work, especially when agency support falls short. This autonomy may reflect internal frustrations and a desire for greater control over individual projects. particularly as BTS members explore solo activities during the group's temporary break from full group promotions. Critics of HYBE argue that the scheduling conflict involving the MOTS screening and Jin's tour wasn't just a coincidence, but an example of poor strategic oversight. Others go further, pointing to a pattern of missteps in how HYBE manages its artists' solo endeavors. Several fan groups have begun compiling timelines and comparisons between promotional efforts for different members, highlighting disparities in visibility and timing. Supporters of Jin emphasize that this solo tour is not just another concert, it's a symbolic return. After completing his military service, Jin's reintroduction to the public eye should have been handled with care and enthusiasm. Instead, fans argue, the rushed and conflicting announcements have undermined that moment. Jungkook's support, therefore, is more than just sibling loyalty. It's a corrective gesture meant to restore balance and focus. Industry insiders suggest that HYBE may soon be forced to address this publicly, not only because of the growing fan backlash, but also due to internal pressure. With BTS members like Jungkook quietly voicing their concerns, the company risks further erosion of trust if they continue to underprioritize major member milestones. Transparency and better coordination, especially between solo schedules and other BTS-related content, will be key going forward. For now, Jin's #Runseojin_P tour is gaining traction, thanks in part to fan dedication and subtle interventions from members like Jungkook. But the broader conversation continues. Should global superstars like BTS still be dealing with these issues at this stage in their careers? And how much longer will the silence from HYBE be tolerated? As the tour unfolds, all eyes remain on HYBE's next move, and whether other members will follow Jungkook's lead in speaking out, directly or otherwise. Looking ahead, the pressure is mounting, not only for HYBE but for the K-pop industry as a whole, to evolve its approach to managing artists who have long outgrown the traditional idol system. BTS is no longer a rookie group reliant on orchestrated exposure. They are global icons with distinct voices, each commanding a fanbase large enough to power major campaigns independently. The situation surrounding Jin's tour and Jungkook's quiet response has reignited conversations about artist agency, fair treatment, and the shifting power dynamics within major entertainment companies. Some fans are also pointing out a deeper layer of irony. MOTS, the concert being rescreened by HYBE, was itself a product of BTS's resilience during the pandemic, where they poured their energy into creating meaningful virtual content when in-person events were impossible. To see that very content now being used on the same day as a live concert by the member who led the group into military service and is now leading its return strikes many as tone-deaf at best or strategically dismissive at worst. Jungkook's approach in this scenario has been notably restrained but effective. Rather than issuing direct criticism, he allowed his support to speak through action, an approach that fits his well-known loyalty to the group and his hyungs, especially Jin. The timing of his posts and his focus on amplifying Jin's presence suggest that, despite the company's handling, the members themselves are working behind the scenes to preserve and uplift each other's legacies. Moreover, his actions have sparked a ripple effect. Other artists within the company, and even beyond HYBE, may begin to reconsider their own approaches to self-promotion and solidarity. If BTS members are willing to push back, however subtly, it could empower other idols to do the same, creating a new industry norm where artists are expected to actively advocate not just for themselves, but for each other. HYBE's silence so far only fuels the ongoing discourse. While the company has yet to release a formal explanation or apology, fans are watching closely. Should additional scheduling overlaps or promotional inconsistencies arise, the backlash may not be as restrained. For a company built on BTS's success, maintaining credibility and trust with both the group and the fandom is vital. In the end, Jungkook's message is clear, even if it was never spoken outright. Support isn't always loud, but it can still be powerful. His actions remind fans that BTS's strength has always come from within the group, the brotherhood, the loyalty, and the refusal to let any member be overshadowed. Whether HYBE acknowledges that publicly or not, the fans have taken notice, and so has the industry.